Since January of this year, the United States has experienced the fastest decline in democracy of any advanced industrialized democracy ever. So what's happening in the United States right now is very troubling, and it's unprecedented. It turns out that the most unstable, the most violent types of political regimes are these regimes that are in this middle zone. And I'll just end my first question by saying the United States today is now, by all experts' assessment, solidly in this middle zone. So in a whole series of economic markers, these types of regimes, again, where the United States is today, tend to be the most economically unstable. Anocracies, these partial democracies, are the world's most violent. They are the ones that are more likely to start wars with their neighbors and to experience civil wars within the country. So these in-between regimes are really, in many respects, the most dangerous types of governments. So ICE was formed in the United States under the Bush administration, George W. Bush, in the early 2000s, and it was used for immigration. It was much smaller than it is today. Its mission was much narrower. And Trump is increasingly using it as his own secret police. For anybody who studies history and who studies how autocrats come to power, one of the big challenges that leaders who come to power in democracies have is how do they craft a secret police, and Trump is using ICE to do that. International election observers come to the United States like they come to all democracies around the world to observe elections. And in 2016, one of the reasons why the US's Democratic score declined in 2016 was these observers deemed the 2016 election not entirely free and fair. So in the United States today, what we have seen is business either standing on the sidelines or going along with Trump because of the short-term benefits that they're receiving from doing that. And I think the key will be for business to start to realize that Trump is actually not good for business. We're already seeing on a weekly basis consumer confidence decline, unemployment increase, Americans tightening their wallets. So they're, I think, going to see that Trump is actually not beneficial to the economy as a whole, and therefore not beneficial to them. The United States obviously has been a champion of democracy for much of its history, at least a model for a democracy. And the fact that it's weakening and weakening faster than any other countries, I think is really detrimental to the rest of the world.